Pastor Elia, and I'm here with Live Hip Hop Daily and Creative Vision. Shout out to them for shooting the entire episode. I'm also here with Taylor.
Hey.
Hi, Taylor. So, we have a really big episode for you guys. We have Taylor. She is an events coordinator and stylist. I was like, okay.
Designer extraordinaire.
I love that. And then we also have the men of COA workshops. And so if you guys don't know what that is, that's Coalition of Artists. That is Gary Jordan, Ralph Cooper Jr., and Shag Owens. They are directors, they are producers, they are Emmy winners. Like, we are here for the creatives today. So you guys definitely need to stay tuned. But first things first, we got to talk about my brand new business venture that I just started. Yes. So I have a brand new page. I need you guys to stop what you're doing and go to @BossBesties Matchmaker. And that is me. And so that is what I am doing. I am matching the bossies. Like, we are getting you guys together so that you can find your boss bestie. I feel like when it comes to having a business, doing it alone, it's just not okay anymore. Like,
it's lonely.
It does. You need somebody to motivate you. You need somebody to celebrate with. You need somebody to throw parties with. You need somebody to just hype you up. Yes, to cry. The cry part is for real. Like, I need somebody to be like, oh my God, I'm having the worst day. My marketing plan did not go right. And you cannot call your regular friends for that. They're going to be like, girl, get a job. And that is not what you want to do. It's not what you want to hear.
No, that is the opposite.
So you need somebody that's going to encourage you, somebody who is going to keep you in the game, somebody who's going to hype you up, somebody who's going to give you your secrets, give you their marketing tips, all of that. So I created this new platform where I'm going to actually match you guys with people that you can be besties with, people you can make money with, people that you can just, you know, really, really love on and become. So one thing I posted today, you know how Oprah has Gail?
Yes.
You're going to find your Gail.
Ooh.
That's a big one.
Oh.
Because let me tell you, like, Oprah and Gail is literally like the money making queens.
Yeah.
Like, there is no Oprah without Gail. There's no Gail without Oprah. And so that's what I'm trying to have for you guys. Like, I'm trying to make sure that we're all together in this thing, because being an entrepreneur is hard.
It is
It's
hard
super
stuff.
hard.
And you need somebody that understands.
Yes. Okay, so who's your bossy? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Taylor too.
Okay.
So let's get into this.
Absolutely. So basically what I would do, I don't know, to make a boss bestie. I really just give them advice. Like, I give them, like, when I first started in the event industry, it was so hard to figure out the ins and outs, and people wanted to gatekeep. They didn't really want to tell me what I needed to do to get started. So for me, I'm just like, I don't care about none of that. I'll tell you exactly what I do, and if it works for you,
Thank you.
kudos.
Like
because
that.
I think if you're able to grow, even in the same industry as me, that's not a loss for me.
Yes.
Like, you're not taking clientele from me. Who's for me is for me, and who's for you is for you. If we clear the whole city out, that's a win.
Right.
So I'm really big on sharing knowledge.
I like that.
You know?
I like that. I
Yeah.
think people who gatekeep, like, are not real. Like, why do you think you own all the money in the city? Like, Atlanta's huge. There's an event
We're in
every
Atlanta.
single day. Like, we can all make money. So please let me know exactly, like, how you make yours.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, your way, I'm not even going to take it. I'm going to put my own little spin on it. So that's what I love about being a bossy, is, like, I get to talk to y'all. Like, once I started meeting my people, oh my gosh. Okay, I used to be shy, guys. I don't think you
used to be shy.
You didn't even know me then. Oh my God. So much growth, guys. Like, so much growth. So, okay, I literally ran away from my old life. Like, if I just can be completely honest, I ran away from my old life December of 2021.
Okay.
And I literally had to go find myself. I had to run away from my home. I left clothes. I left all my material things to go be my new self, right?
Okay.
And so when you do that, you feel really alone. You feel really kind of like to yourself, especially when you've been done wrong. You kind of don't want to give like any part of yourself to anybody else.
Was it hard to do?
It was super hard. I think it was hard because I was by myself, because I was sitting there with my own thoughts all the time. Like, I was really like, wow, you don't have anybody? Are you good enough? Is this a good idea? You know, you got all these questions that you don't really have anybody to ask, right? So then when I started going around and I started trying to like meet people like me who are also entrepreneurs, who are also trying to be the best that they can in their new industry, I started finding people that like loved me, who taught me how to love myself, who were like really just like, I know, right? Like it was like the best thing in the entire world. Like it was really one of those things for me where it was like, my bossy saved my life. Like I don't know where I would be without you guys, which is why I wanted to do this. So for all my entrepreneurs watchers, you guys can be part of the matchmaking system for free until September 20th, okay? So I need you guys to go to entrepreneur.ish.podcast, and I need you guys to check out my Bossy events that I'm having going on, and then also follow at Boss Bestie Matchmakers so that you guys can get matched with your Bossy. Because I'm doing this for free because I know exactly how much it changed my life. I think it's crazy that you have to pay money to be a member of something right now. Like I think everybody's paying money to have a friend, and I just think that's wrong. Like, so that's not really what I want to do. However, I do have stuff coming up in September, and I want you guys to be a part of. So
absolutely,
that's what we have going on. So yeah,
exciting.
I know, I'm so excited. Okay, so we have some events coming up in August. So you guys stay tuned. We're gonna talk about it later on in the show, but right now we're gonna get to know Taylor. So Taylor, please introduce yourself to our entire entrepreneurs watchers.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Taylor Malone. I am the owner of Natural Visionary Events. We specialize in special events, weddings, baby showers, a little bit of everything. I really didn't want to niche my company. I wanted to just really spread my wings, my creative wings. I've been in the business for about 5 years now. I absolutely love it. Right now, I'm freelance. I do a little bit of work everywhere, but long term, I do want an event space and things like that, and I want to expand.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. I think a lot of us are looking for event spaces. Yeah. So we should all pool our cash. Let's just one space. Let's freaking.
Let's just do a empire, like a big old location.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I'm so sick of paying for event space. Like, I'm like, bro, I really just need the spot. Pay for a room.
The spots are like $2 million now, so I feel like if we get like 10 people together,
y'all are gonna have to come to Ackworth. I don't care.
The card is gonna decline, so I don't know what to tell you.
We gotta do this together. It's all the creatives.
Let's come together. We can have a creative house and just
let's just rock it. Like no one will ever know. We'll change the background.
No one will ever know. Everybody has a backdrop.
Exactly.
Everybody has their own room.
Yes. The other thing that I want you guys to know, like Taylor's the greatest at decorating events. I put in my story some of the events that she's done. Like the last thing that I saw was the fashion show that we were both at. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. My red carpet footage was absolutely gorgeous.
It was tea.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
So you did a Barbie party.
Yes.
So
a lot of fun different things. I think as a creative, as an event planner, I really, really enjoy transforming a space. Because for me, and really why I started my business, Natural Visionary, is because honestly, I can't describe what it looks like in my head, but I know when I finish, it's gonna look great.
It's amazing.
That's all I got for you, and it's just a natural vision. And the interesting thing about that fashion show is that's just a blank canvas photography studio. Beautiful space, but I had to create the ambiance that was in there.
And you did. Let me tell you, front row, everything, balloons everywhere. I felt like I was literally at New York Fashion Week. Like you really made it feel
Period. And I love it. And it goes deeper than just adding some balloons. Sometimes it's just like you gotta have that eye for it. The lighting, the colors, the shades, the hues, all of that stuff. It's so much fun to me. I could do it all day.
Okay, so what's the secret to transforming spaces? Let's get that out the way before I ask a question.
I think the secret to transforming a space is don't limit yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't think, oh, well, the ceiling's not that high, so I can't have a centerpiece right up under the, super high. Do what you want.
I like that.
Let the space work for you. You paying for it, ain't you? So go on Pinterest, make you an inspiration board, all the colors, all the flowers, all that stuff. And then let your event planner do it for you. Let them create that vision for you. Don't limit yourself on the design. That's how you create awesome, awesome events. And don't be basic.
Don't be basic.
Don't be
that
basic.
Is really, honestly, I love that. Don't be basic is literally what sets you apart from everybody else.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going to pay for an event planner, I don't want basic. I could do basic. I can make blue plates. Like, I can go to Party City and get blue plates.
You can
like,
do that.
I can make it floral or whatever I want to do, but you're going to bring that extra little bit of sauce, that extra little bit of like, pizzazz.
Yeah,
I guess,
the razzle dazzle.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Razzle dazzle.
If I can go pick up a whole little party pack from Party City for this event, you're not thinking big enough. You're not. I need you to really put some salt and pepper on your design and really, really get some inspiration going. Especially if you're gonna pay all this money, because it's not always cheap. You can't get a party done for $200 anymore. We're out of that time.
Let them know.
Inflation hit us too, baby. So, you gotta just, if you're gonna do it, go big.
I got you. So I'm gonna ask you some questions about like how you got started and help out some of our watchers. So we have aspiring innovators, we have creative dreamers, we got tech enthusiasts that all turn into the show. So like, I want to start with what made you start this business?
So for me, I actually started out in retail. I was a sales manager at a party store. I'm not gonna name drop because they ain't pay me. But I started out there. That's how I learned how to do balloons, how to do all that stuff. And people would come in there all the time, like, "Hey, do you plan events?" And I was like, "No, I'm just really learning. I'm a sales manager, but I know how to do a little bit." And they would be like, "Well, I'll pay you XYZ for you to just come to my house and set this up for me because I don't want to do it." Mind you, I worked in Buckhead, so of course, they don't got the time, the energy, and they just got the coin, and they just want it done. Mm-hmm. But I got in trouble for doing that.
Really?
Me working in retail, apparently it was a conflict of interest. So me helping people out, I was just like, oh yeah, if you're gonna turn me against helping people, I don't like it. Yeah. And I quit that job and I started my business.
Okay.
And from there, I really just kind of built up from there. I got in partnership with a home stager. Okay. So that's how I learned how to decorate spaces, set up different decor areas for events. And then I worked with oh no.
I know.
That is so ghetto.
No, it's okay. It happens to me all the time. My boss nails, everything like
definitely.
that.
Definitely. So, and then I worked with a older event planner. She had been in the game for like 20-something years, something crazy like that. And she was totally different from the home stager. From her, she actually did events. She actually decorated and things like that. And that's where I learned from her. And really, the clientele just started building from there. I did my first wedding, and then the training wheels was off, and I just went for it.
Yeah, a wedding is something serious.
Oh yeah.
If you could decorate a wedding, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the money is. People like literally pay thousands of dollars to decorate their weddings.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
That's amazing. Okay, so when this lady was teaching you, how was her teaching style? Was she just like, come follow me, or was it really like, let me teach you how to put these balloons up, let me teach you how to do a space? Like, what was it?
I would say, so when I was working with the home stager, she was very much like, hey, I need your help doing this, doing that, doing this and third. And she was just kind of, come on, tag along with me type thing. It really wasn't teaching me the game. It was more so showing me. As she was doing it, you're here watching me.
Got you.
And then when I worked with the event planner, her style was more so, I'm gonna show you how the industry is. I'm not gonna give you any handouts. I'm not gonna, lay out the silver platter for you. It's rough out here. You got to get it out the mud if you're going to do it type thing. So for her, I helped her out with a few events. She didn't really show me the ropes. It was more so like, okay, what can you do? I need this done. All right, get it done. Very direct. And from them both, I kind of learned what type of boss I wanted to be.
Yeah.
So.
I like that. Okay, so what type of boss are you? That's a really good segue.
Yeah, let's get into it. So for me, I would say that I'm a very charismatic boss.
Okay.
The biggest thing with events is they can be a headache if it's not your passion. It's so many different things that can go good, go bad, go ugly very quick in an event. So for me, when you deal with me, I try to be as inviting and as nice as possible. You're already here helping me, volunteering or contracted out for me. Why give you a hard time? You're probably already stressed out in your own ministry, so I'm not going to add to that. But I am very direct.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you my expectations. I'm going to show you what I need, and I'm going to expect it to be done. I'm going to give you the space to do your thing. I'm not a micromanager. You're here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. Let's get this done, and let's celebrate at the end.
Yeah, I hate working with people who are, like, not sure of themselves. I think that's probably the worst thing that I can deal with, because it's like, I don't have time to manage myself and you. Like, I'm already going through some shit in my head.
Absolutely.
So I really don't have time to tell you, please put this balloon here, put this place here. I just need you to kind of like vibe with me, help me out. Right.
And you do your thing. If I got to come back, I'm going to just have to do it.
I'm going to be like, look, go home.
I'm going to put you on some busy work over here, okay? Because I just don't have time. So I just
see, you do busy work. I'll just be like, go home, please.
Well,
please
if I'm paying you, you going
I will straight be like, look, I'm giving you half because you did half work.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
No, because I feel like when I stop playing with myself, people stop playing with me.
Oh,
and that's just really what it was.
A word.
It's just
a T-shirt.
Really I will put that on a T-shirt. But like, no, for real. Like, I think it was like when I was like, no, I'm worth the time. I'm worth the money. I'm worth, like, especially if I'm taking money out of myself to pay you. No, you got to come with some fire. Yeah. Like, you got to come with something that I can actually use, because if not, what are you here for? I can do a lot of this by myself. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs, we all started as by ourselves, like one-man teams. So, like, I really don't need you. Like, I could really run this whole thing without you. So if I'm paying you for help and you're not helping, please go home. Please go home. I don't have time.
I think that's why I took the contracting route.
I got you.
I don't think as a boss right now in my career, I don't think that I want to have like salary or hourly employees. Yeah. I think that, not to say I get tired of them, but I think it's more so come in when I need you, do your thing, and you can, go about your business.
I got you.
I don't want to feel like I have to invest so much of my profit, so much of my money and time if this is not what you align with. Now in the future, if I find somebody and we're like yin and yang, then I'll expand that way.
Your boss right there.
It has to be that way, though. Yeah. I can't have somebody that's only 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Yeah. Not the way I work.
That's how you get paid. You get paid 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I need you here to stay.
That's it.
All right. So, how do you stay inspired with all these different events, with all these different things? How do you stay inspired?
That's a good one. I think I stay inspired by, I really lean on my village. I really talk to them, and, I get feedback. My village really knows how to pour into me in a way that feeds what I need. Not necessarily validating me, but more so just being positive and saying, I see you, girl. Or that event was dope, or, I really need to plug you in with some more people because you could be doing better. You could be doing more.
The plug is it.
I think having people around you like that just kind of keep you going, because there is times where the events aren't rolling in and business is just not steady, and you need people like that to pour into you so you can keep going.
Okay, so what do you do during that lull? Because we all have valleys and peaks, and I think the valleys are the times when people quit. And I started this show to let people know that you can't quit. Everybody has valleys. Yeah. Millionaires have valleys. Billionaires have valleys. Everybody has a valley.
That's true.
What do you do during yours?
I would say I can mainly only speak to the creatives here, but stretch your tool, stretch your mind muscle, use it. Like, even when you're not booked for something, even if you're not paid for something, somebody needs your services. It's okay to freelance or do something pro bono just to get some exposure, just to keep your content going. Your content is your money. Your outreach is your brand. You have to keep going. Even if you're not booked, it's okay. If you have some stuff in your inventory and you can whip some stuff up, maybe you might have to go to the local store, the local bar, and let them know, hey, I could do this event for you. I can do this setup for you, or I can offer, whatever you do, whether it's candles, whether it's whatever. Bring it to people in your community and create that traction for yourself.
Okay, so do you, because this is always a controversy. Some people are like, excuse me, if they're like, I have to get paid for everything versus not getting paid. When do you decide to do something for free is the question I'm going to ask you, because I think a lot of entrepreneurs, when they start, they might do too much or too little. So I'm going to ask you.
For me, I would say there's no happy medium. There's no balance.
Okay.
Honestly, it's, if you want to do it, if you think that your brand is going to benefit from it, if you think you'll benefit from the people that are in that room, go for it. Nobody on social media is going to know that you did it for free. Matter of fact, you can put your price on it as if you charged them. Who's going to know? I think you're hurting yourself from not taking that opportunity. Sometimes the first opportunity isn't going to be a paid one. But that second, that third, that fourth, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, no, you did that. I need you on the payroll type situation.
Gotcha.
And I've had this happen multiple times.
Gotcha.
First event with a client, I did it for free just because I wanted them to be way bigger than what they were projecting themselves to be. At this point, I'm on my 5th event with the same person, and they've paid full price and then some each time, and gave me more clientele.
Wow.
So if I didn't decide to do that, and it's not going to happen every time, but sometimes you just gotta go for it. It's not hurting you if you already have the resources to do it.
I got you. That one's a big one for me, because I think when I first started, I was like, oh, I need exposure. But then after a while, there is such thing as too much exposure. Like, I think 20 free events is enough.
Absolutely.
You can stop.
Yeah.
Like, you've done it enough. People know what you do. I think it's building that portfolio. It's like really trying to establish yourself as this is what I do.
Yeah.
I've put out my best over and over and over again. Then you get to be like, look, I have certain people I do free things with. I do certain people that I like use their platform to get bigger. But there is a limit. I feel like
sometimes you just got to negotiate it. Like, sometimes, I want to say every free event that I've done, I'm getting something. I'm leaving out of here with something. So it's going to be, and it ain't just a post on your Instagram.
Right.
What can you do? It's going to be a conversation at that point. It's going to be, okay, so you can't pay, X, Y, Z, but what can you do? What do you have on your platform? Can you, add me to your website as your coordinator? What can you do? Can you direct me? Can I have instant return on my investment with you?
Got you.
I don't mind it, but you got to come with something.
But like, if you're saying exposure, I need exposure.
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna be a tab on your website.
I got you.
Ain't nobody playing with you. No, you're not finna tag me on a story. That's not exposure, baby.
And some people we're talking about this because this is real. This happens all the time.
Real life.
People will really be like, oh yeah, I posted you. Girl, you put me in your stories for half a second.
Please.
Okay, so you talked about Pinterest as being one of those like tech things that you use. What else do you use to get your ideas for all these cool parties that you're throwing?
I would say I use Instagram. When I first got started, I had no idea what I was doing. Not gonna lie. I didn't go to school for this. I actually have a political science degree. So there's that.
Okay.
So when I got started, I followed all the hashtags that had anything to do with events, decor, everything. So I'm so submerged in it on social media. Anytime that I look on social media, I'm always getting ideas. Gotcha. I'm on YouTube like, how did they do that? Or how did they do that?
Gotcha.
And I also crash and burn at home. So I try any little new idea out, anything at home. I just get in my little workroom and I just start trying it out. And I'll be like, ooh, that don't look right. Or, ooh, that looks good. Let me make a reel about it so people know that I can do this. So it's just stuff like that. And I'm not afraid to learn. Even at this point with my company being 5 years old, somebody can come to me right now and be like, girl, I think there's a better way for you to do that. I'd be like, word, teach me.
I like
and
that.
And I'll switch it up.
Okay.
I'm not so, I guess, attached to any technique or design or anything to where I can't grow and I can't be more innovative. Because if you got a quicker way, show me.
Yeah, I feel you, because sometimes I do think people do get so attached to how they do things the first time that it's like they don't want to hear from anybody, even if they're only been doing it for a year, you've been doing it 5. You're like, you might know something more than me. I like that you're open to that. Okay, so how do you collaborate with your clients? Because I know they just probably give you an idea and then you just have to run with it. How do you do that?
So I actually don't run with their ideas
anymore.
Okay. So I really try to push my clients to be more creative than they're giving off. We discussed earlier, people can't help but be basic sometimes. And just to be transparent, do you know how many times I've got that I can barely wait baby shower theme?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, listen here.
You're like, we're doing something else. I'm not doing bears again.
We're not doing these bears. I show them other things. And I collaborate with my clients based off of, I make a design plan for them. Now, if they're very, very strict on the design they want, like, I want this, I want my name in lights. Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
That's it. But I ask them, hey, are you open to other ideas? If they say yes, I give them an additional items to consider page.
Oh,
I love it.
I like that.
Love it. I incorporated this about a year ago on my design presentations, and this is so I can give my clients basically like, okay, this is what you asked for, this is the price, but if you want to go bigger,
I got you. I like that.
This is what we can add. It's like an a la carte section.
Ooh.
You know? So I just try to get them to go a little bit bigger, go a little bit harder, because if they do, they appreciate you more. You added more value to what they already had going on. Yeah. So
they're gonna see you as like the authority in that space.
Because they didn't know what they were doing. That's why they came to you as a planner, as a coordinator. So 100%. Actually coordinate it. You know, sometimes you don't have to just deal with what they have. Sometimes you can go on a completely different route and they may love that even more. So
okay, any advice for the next upcoming event designer, event creative, idea person? What would you say to them?
I would say record everything.
Ooh.
Record everything. Record when you're setting things up. Record when you're putting it together, when you're breaking it down. Take pictures of your work. Be your own content creator. Make sure you have all of that stuff, because as you grow, that is what's really going to keep you grounded. It's going to let you know how far you've come. And when it comes time for you to celebrate your small wins and your own personal growth, you can look back on your portfolio and be like, damn, I looked like that a year ago. Look at me now.
Never again.
You know? And sometimes you got to give yourself your own flowers. So you want to make sure that you have that stuff to look back on and grow from, because you're always going to get better, especially if you stay consistent with what you're doing. Continue to showcase your work. Rome was never built in a day, you know, so continue to just brand yourself and record everything.
Okay, I like that. That's a good one. Okay, so we're gonna take a little bossy break before we do the game, and we are going to talk about some of the events we have coming up. So I am getting all of our boss besties together, and we're gonna do some things in August. So you guys get ready, write these dates down. All right, August 4th, we're going to the Arts First Friday at Underground. Let me tell y'all, I had so much fun. I went by myself and I had a lot of fun. Okay, so you go, there's literally galleries in every store of the underground. People are literally creating art in your face. They're selling it. There are drinks everywhere. They're like $5 too. So it's not like Atlanta prices. Okay. It's like okay, I can afford to hang out, right? And then they have 2 different clubs. They have an EDM club. So if you're an all Black person, it's for you. I love to jump up and down sometimes. Headbang is part of my lifestyle. So like, it's definitely a big thing. And then they have a hip hop club, and it's free to get in if you've already paid your ticket. Okay. And then it's literally $15. It's $15 to get in, look at art, be around a lot of creatives. I've actually found people to produce podcasts for. I found people to come on my show from there. Like, I found it as like a really, really nice networking place. So that's on August 4th. It's every first Friday of the month, but we're going in August. All right. And then on the 19th, we're doing a Boston Beach party. Y'all come hang out with me. We're going to go, like, hang out in the sun. I'm going to barbecue, free drinks. Like, all of that information is in my bio at entrepreneur.ish.podcast. So you guys check that out. And then the last thing, Trap Sushi at High Museum.
Oh, so if they changed the location.
They did. They're doing a pop-up.
Oh, I love that.
They're doing a pop-up. I love that. Like, it's so cool. Like, I was like, okay, I don't care how much money it is to get in. I want to go anime with my Black friends. Like, so that is like, I'm so excited. I'm ready to wear my cat ears and like something else. I don't know who I'm going to.
Love it.
See,
I'm a cosplayer, so I go to like Dragon Con and all that. I'm actually.
Okay, yes, you have to come. You have to come.
We're doing it.
It's the 26th. It's the 26th. It's at the High Museum. Y'all have to get your tickets because I literally tried to do High Frequency Friday with them. Sold out.
Oh, no, it's packed.
I know.
I don't know when this happened to the High Museum because last time I went, it was kind of boring.
Right. So, I was like, when did all the cool people know about the museum?
Who did they talk to get the High Museum as a venue?
Influencer changed the game, bro. But somebody like, tickets are sold out. So, yeah, I was like, y'all get your tickets now. It's on the 26th. I'm going. I know everybody else who loves anime and loves Trap Sushi. Like, if y'all don't know about them, please, like, they do a lot of different events. It's something that's just like,
just check out their
page.
Everything. Their page is crazy.
Literally go to their Instagram page. It's awesome.
And you can just feel free to nerd out.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I love the most about it.
Exactly.
It's so many Black nerds.
I always tell people, like, I got made fun of for being like an Oreo or like not Black enough or whatever. And now there's whole pages where I get to go be myself. I love it. It's the best thing ever.
Have the tables turned.
I know, right? You guys are lame now. So those are our Bossy events that are going on in August. So if you guys want to meet some boss besties and you guys want to come nerd out with us, you guys want to come hang out with us at the beach, or you guys want to just go look at some art, be creative with us, then those are your events. If you guys follow me at entrepreneur.ish.podcast, you guys are going to see all of those events in the link in my bio. So definitely follow and keep up with us.
Yes. Exciting stuff.
I know, I'm so excited. Okay, so we have time for one scenario for our game. Okay. So we're going to get going.
Let's do it.
And this is called Event Visionary, okay? And so how the game works, I'm going to give you a theme, and then you have to give me an event concept, right? I'm going to give you 60 seconds. So I'm going to get my phone out. I need a color scheme. I need decorations. I need any special elements that you're going to do that no one else is going to do.
Okay, right? So do I have 60 seconds to explain or 60 seconds to think?
No, 60 seconds to explain. Your time to think is while I'm getting this clock app out. So think. I can't spell clock, so you got.
Are you going to give me the theme or is it just giving you anything?
No, I'm going to give you the theme.
Okay, perfect.
So you got it.
Perfect.
Let me find my timer. Let's get 60 seconds going. Keep thinking.
Oh, I got you.
Okay. So the first one is vintage garden soiree.
Cool.
Right? So think, what is that? What is Bridgerton? Think like that.
I got you.
And it is for a charitable organization. So 3, 2, 1, start.
All right. So imagine this. Okay, boom. So I think just a very exposed brick, rustic type venue. One kind of like this, Just a lot of bricks, because it's going to bring out the colors of the flowers.
Okay.
I would have garlands coming from the ceiling. So if there's no, I guess, hanging light fixtures, I would just have it dangling from the ceiling, kind of like this.
Okay.
You know? And then I would think that it would be like a natural lighting event, especially if it's giving charity, maybe like a luncheon, giving Bridgerton. Bridgerton barely had dark events, so it's giving natural lighting, but it's still giving. I could put candles on the table. I'm thinking that the place setting will have kind of like natural colors. So I'm thinking browns. I'm thinking cream colors. Maybe like linens kind of draping down the table.
Oh, what's your last thing? What's your standout? So the standout thing, it would be a huge flower wall. That would be the photo element. I wouldn't put anything but flowers. It would just be flowers everywhere. All the way from the walkway to the photo backdrop to the tables to the tablecloths. They would be velvet. Velvet. The thing about charities, they love to feel like they're in a very wealthy type of, you spent money. So you got to give them the velvets, you got to give them the natural colors, and you got to hit them with some gold. So there will be gold on the cutlery and things like that. I love that. All right, so if you are a charity and you guys are trying to have a vintage garden soiree, you need to hit up Taylor, because she just told you exactly what she's going to do for
there
you.
It is.
It's going to be very elegant. All right, so last question that I have for you before we have to go is, what is your bossy habit? What is the thing that keeps you a boss bestie? So I would say, for me, I work out so I can clear my head. So I'm not coming to people with negative energy. I'm coming to people fully ready, understanding that I can meet a challenge, like ready to go, instead of, I think before I work out, I'm not really ready for all of that. I'm kind of like I don't want to be a Debbie Downer to my besties. So like, what's your boss habit then, or bossy habit?
I would say I take my time. I take my personal time. So I cut out times in my schedule. I block off time where I just sit with myself. I'm very big on just making sure my mental space is good. And as you get busy, especially in like a busy event season, you have to find that time or you will drive yourself insane. So I just make sure I have time to run a bath, light some candles, relax, go to a restaurant, watch anime, just things that really, really let me feel like myself, so that I'm grounded. Because as you elevate, you got to have those moments to ground you, or that's when you lose yourself in the success. So
I like that. Okay. All right. Anything else that you want anybody to know about you before we get out of here?
Absolutely. So you can actually follow me on social media. My personal Instagram is TayBaymcjagger. My Instagram name is Taybay McJagger. I love it. It gives me,
I love it.
Like, I made it in high school. It was kind of like an alter ego type thing. I thought Mick Jagger was dope as hell as a rock star. And as I got older, they was like, "Don't you want to change it?" Hell no.
I'm still Mick Jagger.
I ain't too good to have my old ass Instagram. And my business page is Natural Visionary Events. You can actually get to my website. The link is in both bios. I like to merge both because I am the person, I am the brand, I am both. So hit me up for your next event.
Okay. All right. That's it, guys. This is part 1 of Entrepreneurs. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are live every Thursday at 7. We have part 2 coming up with the Koa Workshop men. They are here in the studio right now. We're going to take a little break. But you guys say bye to Taylor. You guys tune into her Instagram page. You guys hit her up for any of your next events. They're going to be beautiful. If you guys want to see what her events look like, go to her page. Also, you can follow at entrepreneur.ish.podcast. I put her in my stories because I absolutely, girl, you at the Renaissance? What? At the concert? Taybay came out. Baby. She was Mick Jagger as fuck.
Okay. So. I went to London to see the Queen, okay? And I'm not talking about Queen Elizabeth. So, baby, it was a time.
I love it. I love it. Y'all catch up with Taylor, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes for part 2.
All right. Yay.